Scarlet Slitheen had Ruth within her claw reach. Ruth was getting tired out from all the running. Ruth remembered what Scarlet had said about her sense of smell and had an idea. She ran into Coldfire Construction's warehouse and hid behind some boxes, lying in wait for her predator to come for her.
Good sense of smell, have you?
Oh yes. Best nostrils in the galaxy. Official.
And you like my perfume?
It's lovely.
Then try this.
Ruth Smith sprays Scarlet Slitheen's face with the contents of the bottle in her handbag, then smashes it on the floor. Scarlet was left screaming with pain as Ruth ran to the door, leaving the alien behind.
We are not done yet, Ruth. Mark my words.
By the time Scarlet had come to her senses, she moved over to the door, only to see Ruth drive away in her car. She walked back to her office and started reinstating her disguise. She then called the other Slitheen to warn them.
Miss Smith is on to us. We have a code red. Have you got the equation? Good. I am on my way to you now.
Meanwhile, back at the tech block of the college, the three girls found themselves being chased by their French teacher and one of their closest friends. Daniela and Caitlin watched as the Slitheen pushed Melissa's skin aside and ran towards them. The two girls threw a chair at the alien and ran. They looked for an exit out of the building. By chance, Mia met up with Daniela and Caitlin, but didn't understand why they were in such a rush to get out.
I found a secret room.
Not now.
The automatic doors to the college block wouldn't open. They were trapped. Mia realized that the sound she was hearing wasn't their French teacher, but an alien chasing after her.
Get it open.
It's locked.
That thing's real, isn't it?
It's real. Daniela keeps saying it's Miss Katab.
It is, was, I don't know.
Melissa caught up with the girls. She walked slowly towards them, knowing she had them pinned. She was enjoying the moment, teasing them, knowing there was no escape for them.
This place is sealed. You're finished. Right here. Right now.
What have you done with our friend?
I can show you. Once this hunt is over, I will have a whole wardrobe full of hues to wear.
Oh God, we've got to get out of here.
Hurry up!
As Melissa was about to swipe at Daniela, she pushed her out of the way and ran. The girls followed her down the corridor to another exit. Melissa Slitheen chased after them and was joined by Miriam.
It does us good to hunt.
The three girls hid again and caught their breath, the Slitheen closing in on them.
We've got to smash through these doors.
Find something, quick!
This might work.
Enjoying your hunt, sister? They're nearby. I can smell them. The smell of fear. I love it. Now we can end this hunt with a slaughter.
Spray them with the fire extinguisher.
The Slitheen come round the corner and get facefuls of foam. It stops them in their track. They start having a coughing fit.
Hunt them.
Just as the girls were trying to open the doors, they see a car speeding towards them. They jump back away from the doors as it smashes through them. The Slitheen turn through the corridor, only to be knocked back by the car slamming into them. Melissa stopped chasing them to tend to Miriam. Inside the car was Ruth Smith, who opened the door for the three girls and waved to them to get in.
Into the car.
Come on, hurry!
Who are you?
They drive away at speed, and by the time the Slitheen come to their sense, the car was gone, and with it, their hunt. The girls were trying to process what happened, but were thankful to be rescued. But who was this stranger?
Thanks for saving us back there, but who are you?
Ruth Smith. I am a journalist and I have been researching the company that has been building your college for years. People have thought I was a conspiracy theorist, but today I was proved right, unfortunately.
Oh, of course.
How can we trust her? She could be one of them.
I have just been attacked by one of them myself. We're gonna have to trust each other because no one will believe us.
I'm calling the police. They'll sort this out.
To say what? Aliens have taken over the college?
Well, I am calling them anyway.
Miriam Slitheen got up off the floor and looked at the glass on the floor. The two naked Slitheen were joined by Tasman, who was still in her skin suit. Tasman assessed the damage to the building and looked at her badly beaten sisters.
Oh, my head! They got away! That's not fair, sister. That woman cheated. I want my hunt.
That woman. She was the one here earlier. I think Scarlet had a run-in with her too. Who is she?
She should be an agent of the Galactic Police.
No, she's human. She smelt soupy. They all do. Still, she's no big deal.
I want my hunt. You'll have your hunt later, I promise. Tonight's the night the lights go out.
The Slitheen heard sirens in the distance. The police were on their way to respond to the incident.
Reinstate your disguises. Hurry, hurry! The police are coming.
Oh, great. Back to compressing myself into that skin and farting in front of humans. Ugh, I hate it.
Miriam and Melissa hurried back to the classrooms that they had left their skin suits in and started putting their disguises on. Looking human again, Melissa notices herself in a glass reflection.
Oh, sometimes these humans can be a squeeze. But I do love it. You should have seen their faces when I revealed myself in front of them. And the hunt. It reminds me of the fun we used to have on our home world.
It's great, isn't it, sister? But they got away from us. Our disguises may be compromised.
Who will believe them?
She went to meet up with the other Slitheen, all back in their disguises, and plot their next move.
Now, I will deal with the police. You two get ready for tonight.
Ruth had taken the girls to her house. Inside were tables covered with newspapers and notes. The whole house was a mess of articles and evidence collected over the years. She had been obsessed with tracking aliens for years, on top of her reporting work.
I want answers. I've just been chased by aliens around our college. Our best friend was apparently one of them, and now we are in some journalist's house.
You've got to go home. Forget this ever happened. Go home.
No, I'm part of this now. I want to find out the truth.
Okay, take a seat. You have a lot to know.
The girls cleared the old newspapers off the sofa and sat down. They were nervous, but they wanted to know what was going on. And Ruth was the only person right now who could give them answers.
Remember a couple of years ago, there was an explosion at 10 Downing Street after the PM convinced everyone that aliens were going to attack the Earth? It wasn't an accident. It was these aliens. Everyone thought they were wiped out there and then, but my research shows some of them stayed.
So, who are they?
The inhabitants of
Raxacoricophalopatorius, according to what you have written here.
The outcast Slitheen family are scavengers, thieves of others' technology, known to infiltrate low-tech planets by hiding in the skins of the dominant native species.
Wait, what?
Something a friend said once. Gas exchange from skin compression often results in them farting.
Yes, I saw our teacher. She had a zip in her forehead like the zips on our clothes. And come to think of it, she did fart a lot.
So, what happened to Melissa?
There's no easy way of saying this, but if your friend was one of the Slitheen, it means, well, It means that they have killed her, and they are now using her as a disguise.
They murdered her?
Yes, and those teachers, and that woman who I had an encounter with, the Slitheen must have taken over coal-fired construction, put up buildings all around the world. Why?
I think I know. There's a hidden room in the school. I saw inside.
What's in there?
No idea. I opened it, but before I had time to look, we were chased out.
It's the same in all their schools we need to know. Look, here is the exact positions of every school put up by coal-fired construction. Ealing, that's us. And then there's Upminster, schools at Epping, Amersham, Richmond, Morden.
The ends of tube lines, if I'm allowed to speak. This is real. All of it's real. The Slitheens are real.
Now, I have looked at the position of every coal-fired building put up in the last 18 months in the world. Paris, Sydney, Beijing. They're not all capital cities. They're spread out all over the place. They look pretty random, but they all have underground railways.
So there's at least one Slitheen at every site.
And there are 10 cities, 10 sites. Right, call the army.
Oh, right. Because that always makes things better, doesn't it?
There's a cleverer way of going about things. But what's it all for? What are they doing? The secret room? What was in there?
Ruth, I've done something really stupid. A really bad social mistake. I told the Slitheen how to destroy the world. That lunchtime science club, Miss Katub and Melissa were there, and I gave them the answer to their problem.
Back at the college, the Miriam and Tasman Slitheen were plotting on what they would do with their money after their plan was complete, scheming to themselves as they walked through the empty college corridors.
At last! We've waited so long for this moment.
Times have been hard.
They've been closing in on us from all sides. Judoon forcing us out, the other families against us. This will give us a new beginning. Wealth. Security.
When we have the money, what then?
We'll buy a fleet of battle cruisers, return home to Raxacori Kofalapatorius. I shall smite the Grand Council, crush the Senate. The Blatherine and the Hostracine will beg for mercy at my feet, and I can't wait to be out of this skin. Yes, sister, I hate it as much as you do. Being compressed into this human on this god-forsaken rock, I swear to Clom I am done with it all.
Your skin suit isn't as tight as mine. The gas exchange is far worse for me. See? Ugh, I hate this.
But we mustn't get carried away. First things first, we have the equation. Nothing can stop us now. Now it begins.
The three Slitheen march down the corridor to the secret room. They prepare for the final experiment. This was the one they had been waiting for. The one to make them rich.
I've input Mia's catalyst equation. Now it works perfectly. We'll take the night side first, build up the charge section by section, and then... This is Tasman, Flex Phi's Charleaver Slam, Slitheen to all Slitheen units. Is everybody ready?
I am ready, sister.
Can we get naked? Please, this skin is too tight.
When it's our turn.